Go.
Hi Sandy, hi Rosie, hi guys. I hope you guys are all having a good day. It's really dreary here and thundering and windy again today. Got a couple updates for you guys. I told you guys my great aunt Ona Whetstone was in the hospital and they let her out with new heart medicine, and she's also got cancer. And that she went back in the hospital, I think it was, what did I tell you guys, yesterday? And with congestive heart failure. And they said that she wouldn't make it back out of the hospital. Oh, you know, she wouldn't make it out alive. Well, God heard our prayers, and she went from not getting out of the hospital alive yesterday to now they drained some fluid off of her, and now she's being released from the hospital. So, praise God again. And Macy's brain surgery. I told you guys it was yesterday. Somebody told me wrong. Her brain surgery was not until today. Today was when they was doing the brain biopsy on her. That was going to take 6 hours. And nobody has heard yet that we have heard about how she has done. So, of course, you know they won't have the results today, but we haven't heard how she's came through or anything yet. But of course, when I do, I will update the list and let you guys know next time when I find out. We need to keep praying hard the next couple days here for Fuzz and Eric, because Fuzz is going to be tested here in 2 days on April 8th to see if he's a match to donate Eric a kidney. So we really need to pray hard for them. And Shermie's got something going on. I don't know what it is. I think whatever he sucked down into his lungs yesterday is okay now, but for the last few days, I haven't mentioned it, but I don't know how long it's been going on, but yesterday was really bad. The top part of his left arm always hurts, and the bottom part of his arm and into his hand and fingers, he says it feels like, it's just like a shocking, like a static feeling. Like it just goes through your arm and into your hand. He said it feels like, you know how if you rub your hand across the TV screen, how you get that staticky feeling, if you've ever done that? That's what it feels like. And then the left side of his nose was bleeding yesterday as well, when that was going on. We got it to stop, and I was just all freaked out. Let's see here. Kenny Wellman with his gastroparesis, like I have, he's the one that also needs the kidney transplant. His mom's pureeing off his food and giving him baby food. A lot of people that's got gastroparesis do that. To see if he can, eat that. Because he's been throwing up a lot too. And yesterday I didn't think I was ever going to stop throwing up. I was bad as well yesterday. I was going through like 2 or 3 trash bags at a time, just throwing up violently. It's like you throw up until the trash bag gets too heavy, you can't even hold it no more. That's how much, it's just violently coming out. And then I'd get so dehydrated. And I'd be so thirsty. And I had to get something to drink in my bottle here. It'd be filled full, and I just like suck it all down. And then I get sick and throw it all back up violently, just gush back out of me. I threw up like 4 or 5 times like that yesterday. And then I was up till like after 7 o'clock this morning because of my lungs. I couldn't breathe. So I'm still having that trouble, of course, but last night it was really bad. My face was all red. I was like struggling for air. It was a pain, but that's all I've heard, guys. The only other thing that I heard is, I told you guys I was going to see if my sister would lie to me about being in town when she was supposed to be on bed rest. And she said she took her grandma to the hospital. But her grandma was standing in the doorway while holding the baby. She was in town by herself, so that was a lie. So I don't know why she's lying to me, but unless she went to her at least twice to town. But I don't know. Hopefully her and the baby will be okay, and they're in God's hands. I know they can't be in any better hands, so let's just keep them all in our prayers. Brother Jesus and Father, please watch over the people on our prayer list. Please watch over Macy as she has her surgery today. Her surgery is probably over by now. Please let her surgery have went well, Father. Please let her results come back that she does not have cancer. Please let it be something that they can cure so she can have her life back. She's just a young girl. She's only 16 years old, Father. We know you love her more than we do, and you know what's best for her. Please watch over Ona Whetstone. She is getting out of the hospital from just having congestive heart failure. Please let her go home and be with her family and her little dog that she loves and misses her, and let her enjoy out the rest of her life without having to suffer with being going through, what she's been going through here lately with it. Please watch over Miranda Calvary, Patty Weiscup, Cindy Welsh. Please watch over Fuzz and Eric. Fuzz is going to be tested, as you know, on April 8th to see if he's a match to donate Eric a kidney. You know Eric needs a kidney, Father. I know you could cure Eric yourself if it was your will, Father. So we're praying that your will be done, that good news comes on the 8th, and good news comes for Fuzz and Eric. Whether it's with Fuzz getting to donate the kidney or with Eric getting cured. We just pray that you do your will. We know that you know what is best. So we pray for them, Father. We pray for Cindy Welsh, Sandy, Ryan, Sherman Crabtree. I don't know what's going on with him, Father. The way his arm's acting and he's going through his hand, that shocking feeling and the pain in his arm, and always hurting in his chest, and what else was it?
Kenny.
What?
Kenny.
No. With you.
That's it. I mean,
Sherm's, his nose, Father. He's having a nosebleed. And just on the left side where he's having that pain and tingling. So something's not right, Father. Please cure him. Please don't let me lose him. Please watch over Jennifer, Father, and Bridget. Please cure Bridget, Father. She's a very good person. She's suffering a lot right now with her stomach. And she's got 2 little kids she's trying to bring up in your way. Please watch over Kenny Wellman. And let his treatment that his mom is trying to do for him with puree and his food work for him and help him a little. Please watch over Barb Post and Melody and her unborn baby boy. Please watch over my neighbor Garnet and Abby and Jimmy and Patty and Ernie Haynes and Mindy Gallimore, Randy Post and Rhonda Karshner. We ask you please watch over our Bible reading today, Father. We ask you to please watch over all the people that are listening to or watching this Bible reading today. Please let this Bible reading touch their hearts. Let something that's been said in your word today touch their hearts, so they'll know how much you love them, and that they will hopefully feel it in their heart to share your word with someone else. We love you, Brother Jesus, with all of our hearts and souls. Amen. Amen. If you guys want to follow along today, we'll be reading in the New International Version. And we'll be reading Luke chapter 11, verse 37 through Luke chapter 12, verse 7. I'm not surprised here. Woes on the Pharisees and the experts in the law. When Jesus had finished speaking, a Pharisee invited him to eat with him. So he went in and reclined at the table. But the Pharisee was surprised when he noticed that Jesus did not first wash before the meal. Then the Lord said to him, "Now then, you Pharisees clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You foolish people. Did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? But now, as for what is inside you, be generous to the poor, and everything will be clean for you. Woe to you, Pharisees, because you give God 1/10 of your mint, rue, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone. Woe to you, Pharisees, because you love the most important seats in the synagogues and respectful greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, because you are like unmarked graves, which people walk over without knowing it. One of the experts in the law answered him, Teacher, when you say these things, you insult us also. Jesus replied, And you experts in the law, woe to you, because you load people down with burdens they can hardly carry, and you yourselves will not lift one finger to help them. Woe to you, because you build tombs for the prophets, and it was your ancestors who killed them. So you testify that you approve of what your ancestors did. They killed the prophets, and you build their tombs. Because of this, God in his wisdom said, I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill and others will prosecute. Therefore, this generation will be held responsible for the blood of all the prophets that has been shed since the beginning of the world, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who was killed between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, this generation will be held responsible for it all. Woe to you, experts in the law, because you have taken away the key to knowledge. You yourselves have not entered, and you have hindered those who were entering. When Jesus went outside, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law began to oppose him furiously and to besiege him with questions, waiting to catch him in something he might say. They're waiting for a way to get him so they can have a reason to kill him. Meanwhile, when a crowd of many thousands had gathered, so that they were trampling on one another, Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, saying, Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or nothing that will not be made known that was hidden, or hidden that will not be made known. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who after the body has killed them. Fear him who after your body has been killed has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. And that's where we're going to stop the loop for today, guys. Our psalm for today is a little bit long, so our psalm is Psalm 78. It's verses 1 through 31. A maskil of Asaph. So if you want to sit back and close your eyes, this would be a good one for you to do that with. It's basically talking about God when he was leading the children of Israel. Well, when they were captured and taken enslaved in Egypt, and he rescued them and was taking them to the promised land, and they had to go through the desert, where Moses and Aaron were there and were taking them through the desert. And that's basically what this song is about. They turned their back on God so many times after they'd seen so many miracles he did during that time. Not just the miracles he did by the plagues in Egypt to set them free, but all the miracles he did, the things he did for them when they were on their way to the promised land. They had to wait so long to get there because they had done so many bad things and not trusted in the Lord. That's why they had to wait 40 years. They had made it so one generation was completely died out, because that generation was not going to set foot into the promised land because of all the things that they had done, not trusting in the Lord. And I don't know how they could do that when they see all these miracles that he performs. I mean, how can you not believe? Turn your back on God. Like he doesn't exist after you've seen all that he does, and you know that he's there, you know that he's real. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me, but I never did understand that. It's really sad. It's just, how do you think God felt, though? I think it's very sad, and I don't even know the people. They're God's children, and they treated him that way. But let's begin our song. I said, if you want, you may sit back and close your eyes. This is Psalm 78, a Gospel of Asaph. My people, hear my teaching. Listen to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth with a parable. I will utter hidden things from of old, things we have heard and known, things our ancestors have told us. We will not hide them from their descendants. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, his powers and the wonders he has done. He decreed statutes for Jacob and established the law in Israel, which he commanded our ancestors to teach their children, so the next generation would know them, even the children yet to be born. And they in turn would tell their children. Then they would put their trust in God and would not forget his deeds, but would keep his commands. They would not be like their ancestors, a stubborn and rebellious generation, whose hearts were not loyal to God, whose spirits were not faithful to him. The men of Ephraim, though armed with bows, turned back on the day of battle. They did not keep God's covenant and refused to live by his law. They forgot what he had done, the wonders that he had shown them. He did miracles in the sight of their ancestors, in the land of Egypt, in the region of Zon. He divided the sea and led them through. He made the waters stand up like a wall. He guided them with the cloud by day and with light from a fire all night. He split the rocks in the wilderness and gave them water as abundant as the seas. He brought streams out of a rocky crag and made water flow down like rivers. But they continued to sin against him, rebelling in the wilderness against the Most High. They willfully put God to the test by demanding the food they craved. They spoke against God. They said, "Can God really spread a table in the wilderness?" True, he struck the rock, and water gushed out. Streams flowed abundantly, but can he also give us bread? Can he supply meat for his people? When the Lord heard them, he was furious. His fire broke out against Jacob, and his wrath rose against Israel. For they did not believe in God or trust in his deliverance. Yet he gave a command to the skies above and opened the doors of the heavens. He rained down manna for the people to eat. He gave them the grain of heaven. Human beings ate the bread of angels. He sent them all the food they could eat. He let loose the east wind from the heavens, and by the power made the south wind blow. He rained meat down on them like dust, birds like sand on the seashore. He made them come down inside their camp, all around their tents. They ate till they were gorged. He had given them what they craved, but before they turned from what they craved, even while the food was still in their mouths, God's anger rose against them. He put to death the sturdiest among them, cutting down the young men of Israel. And that was Psalm 78. I'm going to stop today. Okay, guys. We're going to end today's Bible reading with Proverbs chapter 12, verses 19 and 20. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. Okay, guys, that was today's Bible reading. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless.